She doesn't get a lot of the credit she deserves and the things she's achieved and accomplished in her career. Because she's Madonna, people were sometimes jealous of her. Sometimes people hate her. Sometimes she's a bitch, like I said, and that's understandable. But my point is that this picture thing's just one more of those digs. Just, oh, how dare she? She's a white woman and she's got these two black kids rubbing her feet. Well, they're her kids.
Right. My mom still asks me to rub her feet.
Exactly. Who does it? I mean, it's so stupid. My mom used to make me walk her back. And so when I was little.
And this is clearly just an example of the type of social issues that we have going on in our country, that we care so much about her children, adopted children, rubbing our feet, and not about the issues that we have going on in third world countries and or African countries that need children to be adopted to rub people's feet.
Right. Exactly. And the fact, and does she get
people
credit?
just see this photo and they just, once again, they see something and they see, they try to make it a race issue and they posted this photo and the media, social media just took off with it and ran.
And does she get credit? Does she really get credit for the fact that she adopted two children from Malawi? She adopted the first one, and then she was going to build an orphanage there and actually have all these kids there and stuff. And she adopted another one from Malawi so that he would have a connection to his culture. And she was going to build a huge orphanage there, and they wouldn't let her because she's a white woman. Blah blah. What is a long story? But anyway, the point is that she doesn't get credit for the things she does. I mean, she got these great kids, a great home, and an amazing life. And she's just some white woman who's trying to use them. I mean, ridiculous. I think it's horrible. But yeah, Wendy Williams had said something about it on her show or commented on it. And I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I mean, I mean, no matter what
But again, this is Wendy Williams. This is Wendell Williams, okay?
Stop.
It's like, she's going to go out of her way to kind of...
She doesn't like Madonna, though. She doesn't like her.
She does not like Madonna. No. And her job is to stir the pot. Let her do her damn job.
Yeah, whatever, bitch. I don't like her, but whatever. I know you like her, Jason, but I used to like her, but I'm sorry. I'm just over.
But, honestly, when it comes to Wendy Williams, I used to like her a lot. I mean, I was one of those people that I want to go to the show.
Wait, before you go any further, just before you go, did you watch it from the beginning, the Wendy Williams show? The first season? No,
only because when the Wendy Williams show premiered, it was in certain test markets, and
you weren't
the city
there.
that I lived in at the time, it wasn't being premiered there. So
she looked ratchet, okay? She looked so
I've
bad.
seen videos.
Oh my God.
I remember that infamous Wendy and Omarosa.
Oh yes,
video.
I was on the show. Does anybody care about that?
I was on the show. I thought, why? Maybe that's why you look familiar to me. I don't know.
I was on the show. I met Wendy. I had a whole segment and everything.
I think I must have seen you on there because when I saw your picture, I was like,
yes, I'm dead fucking serious. Nobody asked my opinion.
Well, give it then.
Anyways, that's a show. Thank you guys.
No, do tell.
No, okay, so I was there for Fashion Week earlier this year, and I had emailed the producer because I wanted to just go to the show. Emailed the producer, hey, I'm going to be in town. I have this fashion blog. I'm in town for Fashion Week.
I did see you. I knew I saw you.
I was wearing a hot pink blazer.
I totally remember you. Oh, my God.
Thank you. Wow.
Yes. No, because I was like, oh, my God. No, you know what I said, Christian? I said, oh, my God, that guy's so gay.
Yeah, that's me. I'm an international superstar.
Oh, go ahead.
No, yes. So, yeah, I had emailed the producer. They asked me, oh, yeah, come to the show. When I got there, they started hounding me with all these questions, I guess to see how I spoke on camera.
Yeah.
And, like, how clear I was. So I was talking to them. So I was talking to these producers for, like, 30 minutes. And they're like, okay, cool. So they sent me out with the rest of the people. So I'm sitting there. And then this guy comes up to me about halfway through. He's like, hey, do you want to do something? And I'm like, because when you're there and you're getting ready to be in the audience, they make you fill out these Ask Wendy forms. And everybody has to do one. You have to ask some sort of question. And then they audition each of you.
Oh, my God.
So I was like, no, I'm not doing an Ask Wendy. I don't have anything to ask. I'm just here to see the show. They're like, okay.
Well, I mean, what's the whole point of being interviewed? And what's the whole point for them filling out the Ask Wendy form?
Because they're trying to find people with the juiciest questions.
Oh.
And then they're going to, like, pick you, like, out of nowhere.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
So what they do is they end up picking, like, 5 people, and out of those 5, you end up only seeing, like, 2 or 3 of them actually on the show. But during the commercial break,
she answers them, right.
Questions. Mm-hmm. But so they pick those 5, and then they also call my name. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't ask anything. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I go, they sit me in the audience. And I'll go into detail if y'all want to go into detail another time.
Yeah.
So they sent me in the audience. I'm sitting in the show, and then halfway through the show, the guy is like, hey, the guy's like, hey, do you want to do something? I'm like, don't have a question. I'm cool. Like, I'm just here to see the show.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no. He's like, maybe we'll do like eye candy with you, which is a segment where they pull somebody out of the audience and they ask them about their outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds good. Like, just let me know if you end up having extra time, because the whole deal was like if we were going to run into time or not.
Mm-hmm.
So then, the next commercial break comes. The guy like starts like freaking. He's like, okay, I think we're gonna have time. He's like, but I need you to come over here. So they pull me to the side, like out of the audience, and he starts running down all the rules and regulations with me. He's like, you can't say this, can't say this, can't do this, can't do this, because it is live. That's what you have to remember. It is 100% live, and at least in New York anyway, it's an hour late here. But,
yeah.
So
I thought they were on a delay though.
No. It is in New York. It's 100% live. By the time an hour later, when it comes on here, anything they delay would, like, if there were, like, if I were to go on there and say, like,
fuck or
9/11 was a conspiracy, they would cut that out. But New York would see that.
Yes.
So, because what's crazy is while you're doing the show, at the very top, you can never see it from the camera perspective, but at the top of the ceiling are live, like, actual cameras, or live TVs. So on these TVs, you see the actual commercial breaks. You see the, like, graphics they play right before it starts. You see what it looks like as people are watching.
Right.
So he starts running down the rules and regulations, like, can't say this, can't do this, be confident, be loud, don't say too much to Wendy, 30 seconds, like, make it fast. He's like, but I'll let you know. So I'm like, okay. So at this point, I don't even know if I'm doing it. I'm like sitting there like, gosh. And Martin Short was the guest that day. So I was like, this is so fucking boring. Like, so, and I was kind of salty because it was Ricky Martin. They were double taping that day, and Ricky Martin was coming in later.
You missed him.
I missed Ricky.
Oh man.
So, and I got Martin. So, right before they're like, hey, we have time. We're gonna do it. Come over here. So I'm like, okay. The only thing that's running through my mind right before those cameras start going, and mind you, they're huge cameras, and the only thing I'm thinking is, like, this is a huge international show. Like, people all over the world watch this show.
Sure.
Like, people in Dubai are going to see this. People in Africa are going to see this. Like, I'm feeling all this heat. I'm not nervous, but I'm just feeling a lot of pressure. And so they take me up to Wendy. I meet Wendy. So nice. I have a couple minutes to talk with her. She asked me where I'm from. She asked me how long I'm in New York. Like, she told me to go to some restaurant after we taped the show. She told me she absolutely loved my outfit, even though she didn't pick me. The producers did. But just was really nice and personable. Gave me a big hug. Told me not to be nervous. And then it's not like what you would imagine where they go like 5, 4, 3, 2, go. It's not like that at all. I didn't even know, had it not been for her, and maybe they'd call it in our earpiece, I don't know, that we were taping, because it just felt like we were there.
Right.
You know, it just once it goes and everyone gets quiet, it just feels like it's just y'all in the room. So we go, I do my little part, and I'm wearing this, it's Valentine's Day, which is one of the best and worst days of my entire life. And so I just start running it down. I'm just being myself. I'm wearing this obnoxious hot pink blazer and these, like, printed pants. And
I totally remember
these leather booties, and I'm not wearing socks because these pants, you just don't wear socks. It's just how it is. But it was the funny thing is it was snowing like bad in New York this day, and I had like a little bit of like snow juice on my boot, and that had like kind of stains. So if you watch it, like, it's kind of like a little ratchet, but So I did this segment. I had a great experience. The producers were amazing. Wendy was awesome personally with me.
Sure.
She was great during the commercial break. She wouldn't take pictures with anybody, but
she never will.
Yeah. But she hugged everybody. She said hi. She at least tried to meet everybody that wanted to meet her.
Good.
And that was that.
Well, I don't think that she's a bad person. I just think that she's negative towards certain people, and her platform, her show sometimes it goes a little too far for me in terms of her evilness.
Yeah, like I said, I used to watch her a lot in the beginning. I would always, get on YouTube and watch Hot Topics, because she would normally, her show would normally air while I'm at work, so I would normally just watch the clips on whatever. But just over time, it seems like I just began to lose interest over her, especially when she came out with that whack ass Aaliyah movie. And
I tried to watch that,
and ever since
I did watch it actually.
What was that?
I said I actually watched that movie.
It was really, really, really bad. And then ever since then, I just kind of began to lose interest. And it's like it was the film was just very poor. I think she did it just to be like, just to say, I was the first one to air this, and I was the first to do this, and I was like, but you put out a poorly just constructed movie,
right? I mean, it was more than that because at the time there were so many controversial issues going on with this movie before she was involved,
right?
So not only was it a hot topic thing for her to get involved in, she saw the revenue value through advertising that this was going to cause, which ultimately, that as a business person, as a production owner, that's what you're in it to make money. It's you're making money off of advertisements, and that was the highest rated Lifetime movie ever. So she did what she was supposed to do. Now, did she do it with integrity? I don't know, but
yeah, that movie was.
I mean,
bad.
come on.
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't like bad.
But and I wasn't alive. I mean, I was alive, but I wasn't. You know, and I didn't know. I don't know a whole lot about Aaliyah.
Right.
I don't know if what was in the movie was factual.
Yeah, it was.
But it's like she had people in her movie that, you know, normally when you remake movies and that type of thing, you try to get people who try to look somewhat like.
There was a lot of talk about her not, looking like the real.
Yeah, I mean, there were people in the movie who looked nothing
right.
like the.
You're right about that.
Missy Elliott. Missy
Elliott. Yeah, what was that? Oh my God. Yes.
I think the only person that really looked somewhat like Aaliyah is the girl who played Zendaya. Is the girl who played Zendaya, yeah. Everyone else, like Diddy, didn't look anything like her.
No. That's what's funny, because I was watching it at one point, and I was like, who is that supposed to be? Who is that? I was like, I had to wait for them to say their name again or whatever. Like R. Kelly, for example. Yes. Yeah. I was like, is that supposed to be R. Kelly?
Exactly. I mean, like, none of these people looked anything like, for example, when I watched, when the movie Notorious came out a few years ago with Notorious B.I.G.,
did not
that was put together very well, because a lot of the people who portrayed the rappers looked a lot like them.
Right, but wasn't that a major motion picture?
It was.
Budget, hello.
So there's a difference.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
There's a big difference.
But the whole, that movie was just, and then now, I mean, I watch her every now and then, but I don't know. I've just lost interest.
I had her on my TiVo recording every single day for 3 years or 4 years, and then this year I was like, I literally stopped watching. I delete, unless there was somebody on there I really cared about.
Me.
Yeah, that guy, the pink. I gotta see him again. Anyway, no,
I was the same way with The Real. Like when The Real first came out,
you told me about that. I still have never seen that.
And the Real.
How much time? Do we still have time?
I don't know. The Real. I mean, in the beginning, I think I watched the first few episodes of The Real, like when it first premiered, and it comes off as, it's definitely geared towards a younger demographic and that type of thing. But it seems like every day they're talking about the same things. I know I went over this last week a little bit, but it just seems like I quickly lost interest in this because they always talk about the exact same thing, and it just drove me up the wall. So I think after maybe a few episodes in, I just stopped recording.
Jump ship.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, and my problem with that show is not only does it get boring after watching it for 20 minutes, but it's very they try to make real world incidents that would never happen in their life, but they try to make it sound like it, and then they read it off the teleprompter, but try to make it sound like they say it. So Tamar Braxton will be like, "Last night I went on a date and he tried to use a Groupon."
Yeah, and Tamar. I used to be a huge fan of Tamar, but I've lost interest in her too.
I'm a huge Tamar Braxton fan. Basically, anybody you guys aren't fans of, except for Madonna, I'm a huge fan of this person.
But see, the thing is, the only reason I somewhat like her, but I didn't like the fact that she started to pick, kind of pick with K. Michelle.
Donovan, do you even know who Tamar Braxton is?
Of course, but I'm not. But she's like y'all's generation, okay? So she's like,
you're more of a Tony fan.
Thank you. Tony Braxton's got it all, okay? And I love me. She is the headmistress, okay? So,
I love Tony, even though Tony stole my photo off Instagram and posted it on her.
What are you talking about?
What? Yes.
What photo? A photo
I went
of herself?
to the Tony Braxton concert earlier this year, and I took a picture of her, which, and rightfully so. I was at a concert, and I posted it, and then she screen capped it and posted it on hers.
You should have said something.
She didn't tag me.
You should have said something. I would have said something.
I tried. She don't give a damn.
Bitch, copyright.
Exactly.
Shit, like,
Exactly.
come on. You can get
I
a
mean,
couple
don't get me
followers
wrong.
off of that.
But you know she's all bankrupt anyway, so whatever.
Oh, stop.
Anyway,
I love me some Tony. Though.
I love her
Michael
too.
Jackson's
I love her too. Talking about that breathy voice, I love her. Okay, we've got to go though. We have gone
Yeah.
over.